All right. Grand Rising, Elizabeth. It is November the 2nd, 2023. The year is
Uh,
almost done, y'all.
mm,
2 more months, 2 more months, 2 more months. How y'all doing today?
good,
Great.
good.
Married. I was married. Wait, I was married now. I don't have my ring on.
Happy
Uh,
anniversary.
38 years.
Oh, wow. Congratulations. That's the best ever. And 5 years before that. So y'all been together a lifetime, a whole lifetime. That's good.
Lifetime. Oh, yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah, 38 and 5 is 43, ain't it?
Uh-huh.
Some people don't even live to 43 years old,
Exactly.
For real.
right? So to be together with somebody for 43 years, I say kudos to y'all.
Mhm.
They don't make many like that no more. If you got one of those, you got something special.
And I knew I had something special when I saw how he loved and honored his mother.
Mm-hmm.
Yes.
That was it right there. And I said,
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
I
that's
realized,
important.
yeah.
Mm-hmm.
I
Very
realized he was
important.
6 years younger than me. I had already fallen in love with him.
Mm-hmm.
And I was like, oh my God. Oh my God. When I was 16, I was babysitting you.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Well, fall right in line, Queen, because that's how Sheena's dad guy. He's 10 years and 3 days younger than me. We're both Capricorns. Yes. He got up in my face. I'm 27. And I knew, yeah. He just kept getting up in my face. Like, doing it, because when they were little, him and they were the Three Stooges. I swear, before they were the Three Stooges, I couldn't stand them. I couldn't stand them. They were just, I was he's 17 and he was just, I'm in the store and he just in my face. Sit with me.
Mm-hmm.
Sit with me. Lord.
Girl, next thing you know, your
See?
drawers is on the chandelier. Oh, oops.
Ooh.
Wait a minute. You want some milk?
Got
Yeah.
milk.
He has a way with words. He made me feel good about being an artist and about being creative because I wasn't thinking too much of myself at that time. I was kind of in a funk.
Mhm.
And yeah, he was making me feel better about myself. But I was
Yeah. He
and
helped you
when
get
his
funky.
mom found out, she said
The babysitter.
Babysitter, right?
He got you funkified. He funkified. Come on, let me funkify. Yeah. Oh, okay, wait. Okay. Okay, Holy Spirit, you need to come on in here now. We come on
So
in.
we
Come
getting
on
wild.
in. Yeah.
They
Yeah,
are.
you know what?
I
I would
know.
like you ask the question what we want to talk about, and a
Yeah.
thing that's on my mind is the God ladder, of course. The universal level. I would love to talk more about how that looks.
Okay.
I'm taking you a little deep today, okay, right?
Okay,
before we get there, let
that's
me
good,
say
Ginger.
that
That's good,
the
Ginger. We'll go there.
yeah,
Okay.
the ladder interests me. With these little pieces of wood I have here, my mind started clicking, and that's why I wanted to see what the author's vision of it looked like because yeah, I'm thinking about doing a picture. It'll be kind of 3D on there, but I definitely want, you know, because I meticulously wrote down everything Rev said, about the ladder and what it looked like and everything. And I said, oh, okay. Yeah. I just would like something like that on my wall.
Yes, yes.
Okay, here. I'll take a picture of it now and send it in the chat. Oh.
Hmm.
You know what might be cool?
Hmm.
What might be cool is in the Lizzie's bathroom, that blue. And when
Mhm.
you're sitting there, releasing, release, relax, release, relate.
Get the squatty potty in there now. You need a
Oh,
squatty.
yeah, right. You're right. And then right in front of you, there's Jacob's the ladder with that information.
No, not God's ladder in the toilet. No,
Right, right.
we're not putting God's ladder in the toilet,
In the room
in the toilet bathroom where you're shitting
where you're sitting and
and
you're
shitting and pissing.
that's part of life.
Yeah, it's part of life, but ain't the
You came in the bathroom. Here's the bottom line. If you came in the bathroom, because you go in my bathroom, you sit there, you'll be able to read stuff. You're not even thinking. Matter of
yeah, you
fact,
can read stuff, but okay, like for me, some things is just sacred.
Right, it's like having a Bible on the stand or
I
something.
mean, like, some things are sacred and
you don't take the Bible in there with you to where you're sitting.
no, I don't take my sacred books in the bathroom with me, getting it all functified.
Oh no.
Putting all that kind of energy that's done came out that I'm expelling around my good books. No, I don't want that.
I don't either. I'm just playing, but I'm just saying.
I'm like, what?
But we do want something interesting on the wall. Right now,
where wisdom is not welcome.
What's not welcome?
Wisdom.
Oh my God.
When they come out of my bathroom, they're always, thanks. You're sitting there, especially if you're like few people I know in my household, they're gonna be sitting there, they can read a whole 3-4 chapters before they come.
Probably RJ could, yeah, because he takes it.
You are wild.
Oh my God. I really, you know what? If he does it every day. So today I'm gonna take my phone and I'm gonna record him because the acoustics in the bathroom with him is just, and he goes, he's just singing, and I'll be like, this boy.
Good. That's good that he feels comfortable to sing.
Yeah, that's true.
Like that. Okay, let's get.
And when we went trick or treating,
Okay, I'm sitting.
okay, I was just gonna say when we went trick or treating, we went to the friend's house that they're kind of on the outs, but his other friends were there, and he felt comfortable enough to sit down there and play that piano. He's never had a lesson.
RJ did that?
Yeah, he plays the piano. He has a keyboard. He has never had a lesson other than what his father probably taught him. But I mean, just to have a regular lesson, no. He does it by ear, just like his mom did. His mom could sit down.
Philip. He needs to get with Philip. And
I would love that.
Philip doesn't take new people, but if it's a natural thing, like he's not gonna, play these, he's gonna teach him how to hear and play what he'll probably have a wonderful time with because
I would love to set up some time like that. I would love.
Yes. Use the gift.
Yes.
Grand Rising Alita. I know the 5555.
555.
My favorite number.
Yes.
Hey, good morning, everybody.
Good morning.
Oh, I got it. Okay, finally. All right. So funny. Me and my phone, honey.
And Sharonda, Grand Rising, boom.
Okay, y'all. I put the God ladder in the chat.
Okay.
Okay.
All yours. Good morning. Where you lead us, we will follow.
Oh my God.
It's for red. Where you lead, as you follow the Holy Ghost, we will follow.
Yeah, you explained it very well because this is just how I had it kind of pictured.
Let me see what you got.
Oh, I don't have it.
It's on your phone. Go on your phone. I put it in.
Oh, you were looking at the picture. Got it. I thought.
Yeah, and this.
I put it in
No, this is.
Mm-hmm.
Oh yeah. And I will definitely give her credit. But I'll probably do a little more colorful. You know me. Had in bright reds and
Oh, that's
reds,
beautiful.
and
It is nice.
it is very nice.
What are you all looking at?
The God ladder.
In
The who?
It's just not in the
in WhatsApp.
I'll pull it up. Hold on. Because I can. I think I can. I think I can. I think I can. Go down, Moses. Way down in Egypt land. Hello, Pharaoh. Hey, it's not there. Oh, here. No, yeah, here.
Okay, we talked about the G spot.
You see it, Alita?
Yes. Oh my goodness.
Okay, what am I looking at?
The God ladder.
Oh,
Are
I
you
can't
looking on
read
your
it.
computer? You
Yeah, I can't.
see it
Oh,
on your
oh,
computer?
I'm able to enlarge it. Okay, now I can see it. Oh, okay, there it is.
Mm-hmm.
The God ladder. Oh, I've never heard of that. Okie dokie.
Yeah, she talked about it last Friday.
It's been a couple of Fridays.
I finished the or was it a couple of
It was
Fridays
it
ago?
was actually last week, y'all. Last Thursday.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's what I thought.
Yeah,
Okay.
but the Thursday before that too. Because last Thursday was the second time.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Oh, I love this. It's beautiful.
It is nice.
Let me see if I can get a picture. Let me see if I can get a big. Oh, I lost it. Oh,
Mm.
if I can get it. Like, get a picture. All right, cool.
All righty. I see it. I see it. I love it.
Uh-huh. That's beautiful. Oh, wow. Okay, here we go. Okay, so ladder going here we down. Physical form,
Mm.
emotional, mental,
Hmm.
intuition, psychic.
Excellent. Like that.
Speaking of intuition and psychic, Rev, you said you wanted to talk about
The
the
Minister Gabri.
minister from yesterday. Yeah.
What's his name? Gabri?
Yeah, Baba Gabri. Yeah.
Baba Gabri? Girl, Baba Gabri came on here and read all of us.
Mm-hmm.
Really did.
Didn't blink. Didn't have to go into just
Let it flow. He just flowed.
Yeah, he was very deep. That was very deep. He had read all of us. He just let us talk. But while we was talking, he had already read us before we even
Right.
came in, before we even opened our mouth. He already knew who he was about to talk to.
Yeah.
Right? Like I was like, oh no. One day I'm gonna be that like just solid in my thing. That I don't
Yeah.
have to move. I can just wait for it to come to me. I don't have to move. He was so solid in his thing. And then all this time we being together, me and Deirdre don't even know we born right next to each other.
Isn't that something? Yep, that's right. Yeah, we right there.
Deirdre the 26 and I'm the 27. But it's so profound to me because what he said about Deirdre is some of the things I need. And I'm sure what he said about me is some of the things we need. We are like two puzzle pieces that fit together.
Right.
Mm.
Yes.
You know, so where she's more, you know, like he didn't actually say the word rigid, but not flexible and and you know, she go, I'm all over the place. I ain't doing all of that. Okay, you know, it'll get organized. You know what I mean? I'm more that way. And she's
Right,
like the other way. It's like it's like we're sort of like opposite of each other. I thought that was very interesting, like two puzzle pieces that fit together.
Yeah.
So I thought that was deep.
Exactly.
And that's like, damn, we've been here all this time and we didn't even know that. Okay, so that's
You
like
know now.
I know, but it's like something fundamental we are stepping over about each other for me,
Right, right.
right?
It's
Like
probably
really,
other things we need to know about other folks in our group too,
yeah, like
that
things
would
that
be
we don't
very
even really know, which gives us a
right.
lot of power. And the other thing for me is how he takes astrology and numerology and puts them together.
He did. Yep, that's true.
That was super powerful for me too. It's like, oh,
It's
right.
interesting, you mentioning him because I wanted to reach out to him, and say more than just that was good. He stressed that he would like people to really tell what they get out of what he says,
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
And so I was thinking I want to send him an email or something.
I sent him an email because the thing that was so profound for me is okay, so I haven't had a reading in a really long time because the last
Okay.
time I went to a reader, she was like, "Why are you here? Is this a joke? Because you need to be reading me.
Oh, wow.
How you gonna be the reader coming to get a reading? That's like that ain't cool. Well, you already know this stuff." She was like, "What are you doing?"
Oh
Right?
my
She was like,
goodness.
"No, we need to turn these cards around. You need to be reading me."
Wow.
And so my friend had taken me over there. And when she came out, she was like, "Why you bring her to me? What y'all got jokes today or something? Because she can read. Why is she over here?" Right. So then at that point, I went, you know what? I know that about myself. I need to own that about myself. And I need to just, walk in what I know I know.
Mhm.
So I haven't been to a reader. It's like, why go to a reader? Because the work that I do, it's like in the future, the work I'm doing transformative work every day. By the time I get to the future that they see out there, go through the psychic barrier that's on the God letter, by the time I've been shifted my thing already. My thinking, my way of being, I've been shifted it. So what they had for me in the future, it ain't even there no more because I'm on to something else.
Exactly. Yeah, that's yeah.
So that was the thing about me getting a reader. I'm like, rounds, not so much, right? And I got my cards. I throw my cards. I do pretty good. I get my answers, right? But this morning, like I'm at a pivotal point. So that morning I woke up early and my spirit was like, because I never really come to the Tuesday call because I'd be like, I need to
Right.
rest. Right. But my spirit's like, get on the call this morning. I was like, huh? It's like, get on the call. I was like, okay, I'll get on the call. Jesus.
Right.
um, but I had woke up and my spirit was like, you need to like I heard a nudging to go get a reading.
Okay, okay.
Right. And I haven't had that urge anyway, because I'm at a pivotal point. Like my next moves, they gotta be power moves. So it's like um
Mhm.
just sharing authentically. I
Mhm.
had a situation. Okay, so I gotta move. Okay, great, no problem. Where I'm moving, don't know, but I want to move out in St. Clair Shores because that's been my choice for a long time since I got back from Royal Town. Like when I do, it is time to move. I want to move by that water because that water moves me. I can just go by St. Clair Shores and just sit there. Like the last time me and my friend went there, we was like blown away because that's our favorite ride, the ride all the way down
Yes,
Jefferson
yes, down Jefferson.
till we
Yep.
get to 8 Mile Road, then come back into the city through 8 Mile Road. And the last time we went, all we did was you can't really stop on Jefferson. And
Okay.
all we did was roll down our windows and just let that hit
Yeah.
us. Those
Yeah.
eons hit us. And by the time we got to 8 Mile, we was clear. We was like, damn, all we gotta do is ride by it and you get clear. I started getting downloads. I'm like, oh my God, I need to be over here. It's clear. It's clear over there. And
Mhm.
that's how I haven't moved back into Detroit. Detroit is too heavy for me. I can't hear in
Yeah.
Detroit. I cannot hear. It's too much going on. It's too dense for me. And even like, okay, so since I've been back from Royal Time, I lived in Pontiac and now I'm in Novi. But this is the thing. When I drive into the city, I can tell when I'm almost there
Yes,
because
yes,
the
yes.
energy starts
Right.
to get denser and thicker,
Mhm.
crazier, a little more on the wild, people driving a little more crazy. I'm going, okay, we must be close to Detroit. I can feel it.
Yes.
Right. So,
Yeah.
so I'm saying all of that. So wait a minute. So, I know I'm a powerful creator. And so I should start sharing with people, okay, it's time for me to move. Because if I start sharing it, I know it'll come back. So somebody who I know, they have guardianship homes. They have guardians in their home, right? And she got a house and she's like, listen, you could come I'll pay you. What? You'll pay me to live in your house? Okay, well, wait a minute, hold on. And she was like, please, please, please come and see it. Please come and see it. You can have the whole basement. But right now, y'all, I'm staying in a basement that ain't even really like a basement. It's like a little apartment where I am. I got only time I go upstairs really is to get food. George, he's 9 years old. It's like, Omani, you only come upstairs to get food. My bathroom down here, shower, a little kitchen, refrigerator. So, I don't have to really go upstairs if I don't want to, but I do. So I go over here, girl. I had to go, okay, God, what's going on? Because it was a basement, an unfinished basement. I'm in the basement right now, but it's got carpet, it's painted, it's the bomb. When people come down here, they go, oh, this is cute.
Right.
It's like a little apartment down here, right? But now I go over to this house and it's like some things going on, but that's fine. I'm, because out of what Baba was saying, it's like I'm here only to be helpful, to be of assistance. That's what I'm here for.
Right.
So it's like, okay, that's the day I was going to the house. So I go, okay, let me go over here, be of assistance, The lady over there, the guy didn't even come down, but the lady has Parkinson's, right? Which is, that's like a wretched disease to have. Oh, thank you, God, that I am of good health and of good cheer, right? And girl, the basement. I goes down in the basement. Oh, I already know when I started heading down there. No. Because when I head down to the basement that I'm in right now, I walk on carpet. My little altar is right there, right? It's all beautiful. And I get down there, it's a totally unfinished basement.
Oh, we.
Totally, like totally. And so I looked out of there going, Earth? I had a couple of questions for myself, and I did ask a couple of people, like, who do you, I had to call Tecreshia. I'm like, okay, so how do I occur for you? Because if I occur to that person that I would live there, like, who does she really think that I am if she thinks that I would live there?
Interesting.
Isn't that an interesting question?
Yeah.
Who does she really think that I am? I had to say, how do you see me?
Yeah.
Right. How do you see me?
Good. Yeah.
If it's like an inquiry for myself that you think that's okay for me. Like, am I presenting myself in such a way that I'm like needy or neglectful or small or something? I had to go,
for me, I just thought about her need. Whoever she needs you, but she see that you are capable to help her. So she was looking at, maybe it was selfishness, maybe.
Tecreshia hit on that for me, because Tecreshia like, Almighty Grace, she know you could go over there and turn anything around. I could turn that place around for her in a second, because some things are off just for me. I could turn it around on a dime.
Right.
But, so you're right on, Deidre, because that's what Tecreshia said. But what I really actually got to, we just read this in the Course of Miracles, where it talked about the prayer of denial. Right? Oh my God, I got it. So that there's a prayer that, like, when everything that comes to you, you don't have to accept.
True.
Right? Like, some things come to you, and because sometimes you may think that that's all you would deserve, that you accept that. Right? Oh. And that's not the case. It's called denial. And it's called the prayer of denial. And so when we read that, it was very poignant. But so what I got to in speaking to other people, it's like that was a test. The universe goes, am I desperate? I'm not desperate for a place to live.
Right.
No, that was a space of desperation. I'm not desperate.
Right.
Right. So in what am I? Okay, but this is the thing. But to stay there, she was like, if you stay there, I will pay you $1,000 a month.
Wow.
See, in the past, $1,000 a month would have made me go, okay, I'm gonna make it work.
Right.
$1,000 a month. So what? Oh yeah, okay. But I was like, there's not enough thousands for me to do that.
Right, okay.
There's no $1,000. See, and that's been my thing in my spiritual journey. It's a test. It was really a test for me because the shiny and bling blings in life pull me away from God.
Oh, okay, okay.
Right? I'll be going along in life and, be like, okay, this is what I want. And then God will bring it to me and I'll be like, okay, God, I'll be right back.
Right.
You see that shiny and bling bling thing over there? I'm gonna go check out that shiny job. Don't that look shiny? Let me go look at the shiny job and see if that's something I want to do. And God is like, I want you to be with me and teach my people and take care of my people. I'd be like, okay, job, but you see, that's a cute job. It's down in Florida. The guy, they call me up. See, everything I do, it comes to me. I don't go seeking shit because that ain't what my journey is. The guy from Florida, he was a plastic surgeon. Somebody recommended me to him. Me and him get in a conversation. I was like, well, if you want to train me, I'm available to come down. He took me down, brought me down to Florida to train with him for a whole week. Got paid for the hotel, paid for me a rental car, paid for dinner most of the time. I did all the work. We was on Friday, we was getting ready to, do the paperwork, and he started talking crazy about the money. And I was like, oh no, I cannot work for that amount of money. Because girl, I would be working with him. I would be walking distance from the beach. While I was there on lunch, I was walking to the beach. I was like, oh hell yeah, Florida, here I fucking come.
Right.
Oh my God, Florida is paradise every day. So that's what happened. But then it was like I did all of that and the money wasn't right. And I just couldn't do it for the money he wanted me to do it for, because that's not how he got me there. He got me there by offering something else. But then when we got there, I'm like, no. Right. So it's the same thing. Am I willing to go for it? No, $1,000 couldn't get me to live in the basement. I don't care.
Okay, I hear you. I hear you.
I'm about to be 70. I live beautiful from here on out. I live beautiful. I'm a
Yes,
I'm a
yes.
5-star diva. I'm a 5-star
Okay,
diva.
all right now.
Well,
All right.
I'm making a request to the universe. Like last time I went flying, I was, in regular class, right? Economy class or whatever you want to call it. It was so tight. I'm like, okay, this is it for me. I'm going first class. That's just 2 tickets. If my ticket costs $400 to go first class, it's $800. Okay, I'm gonna need $800. Okay, if I can't have $800 seat, I need a $600 seat because I'm not gonna be scrunched up
Right,
where I
exactly.
can't move. That's just ridiculous, right?
That reminds me, I remember a gentleman invited me to go to a basketball game, an NBA basketball game, but it was a floor seat. I said, you know what, after being on the floor watching the game, I would never go into the
They
nosebleed.
never go up high no more. That's right. That's right, Deirdre. So really, and so I'm really creating myself as a 5-star diva.
Right.
Right. So it's like, no. Yeah, I'm 5-star diva. No. So I declined that. And I had to go talk to people, like, and really how do y'all see me?
Right.
Okay? I really get to be really clear. Like, I'm your teacher and I give you everything I got as a teacher.
Right.
And that's how you think I ought to be honored? No. So I got to really like just like I was saying with Deirdre, like we didn't know who we really were, like to really start to having deeper conversations with people so I can know who you are and you can know who I am.
Right. Yes.
So she can pay you $1,000 a month, but she can't finish the basement?
Okay. See what I'm saying?
Something's wrong. Something's wrong, or like they said, like Tecreshia said, hey, you got something she needs.
Right.
Okay,
she wants
so
you
it's like
24/7 though. She wants you 24/7, right?
okay, and it's like even because even before I went over, I'm like, okay, so exactly what do you need from me? Because I'm not trying, I'm not binded down to anything, and I'm not trying to bind myself down to anything.
Right.
I'm home most of the day. That's what I do. I hang out. I do my coaching over the phone, my stuff. So she was like, oh, they might need a little cooking. the lady who's there though, it's more than what she's saying. That's all I want to say. That lady has
Okay,
Parkinson's
what's his
disease.
story?
That
Okay.
lady has Parkinson's disease. She don't need to be there all day by herself.
Yeah.
But she don't know that that lady got Parkinson's disease, but that's got to do with her body. That ain't got nothing to do with her mind, and her mind is working.
Mm-hmm.
And that lady told me everything that's going on in that fucking house. And so when I tried to say that to the person, they don't quite want to hear me, so I shut down.
Yeah.
I shut it down. I'm not gonna tell you what, but you don't know. You got that white lady in charge. You are in charge of her legally. She will jam you up. She will report you.
That's true. She
That lady,
can't.
that lady, because she asked me for my number.
Mm.
And then later on, I said, why she want my number? Because she didn't want to let me in the house. Right? Because she didn't really know I was coming. She was there by herself. I can understand that. She got Parkinson's indeed. She ain't letting anybody in the house.
Anybody in, yeah.
Right? But then I was like, she want my number. I'm like, you better watch that lady, because that lady will report you.
Yeah, true.
She will report her. I already know that. I already know that. And so, but the cool part, this was the cool part. As we started talking, I stood there and talked to her, and her friend was there. Me and her friend came at the same time. That was God that had her friend be there with her. And we just kept talking and kept talking. And the person was over there. They're in my circle. The person was over there when I did the circle on Sunday. And she heard the circle going on. And then when she asked me what I did, and I told her, I was like, is that the thing that they were doing on Sunday? I'm like, yeah, that was me leading the class. She was like, oh, if I'd known that was you, I would have let you in. That's nothing but love and encouragement. Sit on down. She was like that. She was like, oh yeah, that was love. And she been to India. She had a guru in India. Her and her friend been to India several times. So that lady's not, because her body is out of control, her mind is not.
Yeah.
Right.
That was my experience. So now I'm like, okay, God, if that was a test, I passed that test. I'm not mad at nobody, but I got to really deepen my experience of myself and who I say I am, because that is no. And I've been a no to that kind of living because of how I've been living. Certain places I've been like, no, I'm not going there. And they was like, well, you don't have no place to live. Yeah, but I'm not going there. And I know God has something else for me, and God always does. So I'm like, okay, let me keep pushing it and keep heading toward where I'm heading towards. And I got a chance to ride through town because this place was in Garden City. So I'd never been over in that part of town.
Okay.
You know what I mean? Garden City, Westland, Grosse
Right.
Pointe, all over there. It's cute over there.
It's
Very
cute,
cute.
yeah.
Very cute over there. Very cute. So, but that's not where I want to live. I want to live by the water. So I'm gonna keep being a stand for that.
Yeah.
Oh,
Yep, I'm gonna keep being a stand for that. Yeah, I'm gonna keep being a stand for that.
Okay.
Okay,
good.
so
I'm looking forward to hanging out with you tomorrow, right?
no, I'm coming over Friday.
That's tomorrow, right?
No.
Oh, it is.
Oh, it
Thursday,
is.
right?
It is. Oh my God, I
Yes,
lost.
Rev.
I'm so
Yes,
sorry. Yes, that is
Thursday.
Deirdre. I'm so sorry. That is tomorrow. That is
Okay, all
tomorrow.
right.
Tomorrow at noon, right?
Yep, exactly.
Tomorrow at noon.
What's going on tomorrow at noon?
Me and Deirdre getting together.
Oh, 2 Libras. Oh God, will we survive?
Yeah, me and Deirdre getting together, and that's like really deep. Okay, so now I know that our connection is divine because Baba came on and let us know how connected we really were, because we didn't even know that.
Yeah.
Right, but we had already made the decision to get together. So
Right.
but this is the part that's really deep for me too. So maybe I'm the one who has maybe I'm the one who has something to talk about, got some stuff on my mind.
Exactly.
But what I have been asking for, who are my joyous co-creators? Who are my co-creators in life? Because it's time for me to build the ministry now. And so inside of that, okay, who are the co-creators? And last week, two people hit me up like, come on, let's do it. Come on, I'll do this for you. Somebody said, I'll work for you for 3,000. I'm like, hell, if you want 3,000, that means I got to make 10,000. But that had me rise up in my thinking.
Yes, yes.
I go, okay, it's big. That let me know it's big. It's bigger than what I'm thinking.
Right.
Right. And then Deirdre called and go, girl, come on, let's get some. I'm like, well, let's get together because I want to move over there. So I want to move over there where Deirdre is. So it's like, okay, let me go over there and start looking at places and see what's over there. Right. I mean, and then that way
Ooh,
I can go over there and see what's over there and then see if there's a spot for me, because it's got to be a spot for me over there.
yes.
Because every time I
There
go,
is.
where do I want to live? All I keep hearing is by the water. I'm just gonna go
There
on
is.
right now. I'm by Wall Lake, but that's not the water. I'm by the moving water. Shh. I'm by that water.
Exactly. And it does move.
Okay. Yep.
Mhm.
There's a place for you.
Yeah, it's a place.
There's a place for you.
Yeah,
Oh,
and so
yeah, you can be over here by. Ooh, I can come out there.
I know.
Yes.
Yes, it is. It's a clearing.
We'll be sitting on her porch when she get up. Looking in the window of her bed.
Oh yeah, Tuesday's class was off the chain. It was off the chain for me. Because he was saying everything that I am.
Yes.
Right? He became the yin and the yang. Like Aziz is the yin and he became the yang. I'm like, oh wow, look at the two master teachers, the man and the woman that showed up, because this man got some knowledge. I'm about to go find out. About to find out what he knows, because he knows some things.
Yeah, he does.
Yeah, he knows some things. So I sent him
willing to share too. He wants to share, so that's a good thing.
Yes, he's open to share. Right. Yes. And he is so absolute about, he put deep things on there, but people don't really have nothing to say. And he's absolutely correct about that. That's to come out, mess around, put my spiritual stuff on Facebook, because people be tripping if it ain't got some kind of wonka. I'm talking about the truth straight up. No chaser. Don't play with me. Straight up, no chaser. Don't play with me. Right.
But everybody not ready for it. That's the thing. Everybody not ready.
Yeah, that's true.
Right. So we're gonna talk about the God ladder a little bit. Put it back up there again. We're gonna keep going with this conversation.
Okay.
And we're gonna go up here in the I'm just gonna go.
And the way we get around the copyright is that if it's in an art form, but using her, but it's in an art form, it's not like reproducing her thing exactly and giving her credit for the art form. This is based on so and so's vision of the God ladder. And this is my interpretation of her. Yeah. And I didn't just get one piece of, I got several ladders can be made, guys, so this can be a workshop. I'm just saying.
Do you see it?
And the thing is that we're not selling it. This is for our own personal growth.
Yeah. I just wanted to let you guys know what it was. And like, I know for myself, this was like given to me, and I need to hold it. That's how come I've never taught it. And the other day my spirit's like, teach this. And so I'm like, okay, I'll teach it. Right. And I want to be honorable in my teaching it. That's where I have to be.
Okay. Did your teacher teach it too? Okay.
This is my teacher's, the person who did this is my teacher's teacher.
Oh.
This is her teacher. This is her work. She was really good at mapping. She has other work. I think they call them cartographers. She was good at mapping the interior.
Oh, okay.
The part that we can't see, she was good at mapping that. And her teacher, Judith Larkin-Brino's teacher, was one of the first people who started doing angel work.
Oh, okay.
Right.
Okay.
She was the first person who really started to having conversations about angels and bringing angels into our everyday life and how to use them. Right. So yeah, that's where I got the whole thing, because I'm an angel minister. So
Right.
I got trained on how to use the angels, bring them forth, call them forth, to use them. Yeah. All right. So let's talk about this for a minute. So where we sort of left off, let's go back to it, because we're going to go up to the universal God. And the universal God is like at number 7. And the universal God is often called the great mystery or the great unknowing. It is the ultimate uncolor. It is impossible to decipher with the human mind. It is the spiritual journey. You see your mind to transcend your mind. Use your mind to transcend your mind. Use your mind. Yeah. Okay, so that's really deep. That's really deep, because that hooks right into what Aziz is saying. Because Aziz is saying you got the 4 lower worlds. You got the 4 lower worlds. But when you get up here, which is the intellect, you have to have a breakthrough in intellect. And when you have a breakthrough in intellect, the door opens and you get access to the higher realms. Right? So this is what the usual, because it's at the intellect where you use your mind to transcend your mind to get up to the 4 higher realms. Right?
Okay. Transcend.
Can you see that? Can you see that, Deidre?
Yes, I can.
Right. See, because if you look down here at the mental beliefs, you got the lower mental and you got the higher mental. So to have the breakthrough that we're talking about, because the higher mental is in consciousness.
Yes.
Right. And so you got to have a shift in consciousness. And that's what God showed me. God showed me that it was Christ's consciousness. It wasn't Christ the man. It was Christ the thinking.
Thank you. Yes, exactly. Yes.
It was how Christ thought that had him be who he was. And that's how come he said, you will even do greater things than I am if you think like me.
Yes. That's exactly it.
Right? Because I'm like, well, ain't nobody healing the dead and raising the dead and healing the sick and walking on water, because they're not thinking like Christ.
Exactly. Yeah.
Your Christ mind will give you that, but then you have to then it's like those are 4 lower levels. Then you have to break through at the intellect, the mental level. You have to break through to the higher realms. Okay, but right now we're talking about the very top realm, which is God
exactly.
is not your personal God. Like right now, oh my God, I don't even want to talk about it. The wars that they are fighting over in the Middle East, they're about people's personal gods.
Yes.
Muslim God and the Christian God. Right?
Yes, exactly.
But our access to what to peace is in the universal God.
Yes.
The supreme God, the source, the all in all, the originator of it, the pure awareness, the one great spirit, the timeless, the void, the fertile void, which we're totally afraid of because we're scared of the dark and we're scared of the boogeymans. Huh?
Yeah, I see that as we get across that barrier, that psychic barrier,
yes,
it eliminates all this, all that lower thinking and, that goes away.
Yes, but this is the thing she wants you to know about the God ladder. You go up and down the God ladder all day.
Oh, okay.
You go up and down all day. And you just have to notice where you are in the God ladder.
Okay. All right.
You go up and down all day. So you have to just notice where you're participating at. Because the first, okay, so look, if we go over to the side, the first awakening, the first gateway is the awakening. And then as you go up the ladder, you break through the psychic barrier, right? You break through the psychic barrier, but as you go up, level 4 and 5 is the soul level. But as you go up, it's the second gateway. And the second gateway is where you start to become enlightened and you start to look for the light more in the second gateway. The third gateway is divine connection. and you start to take on the cosmic travel. That's when people start to do kundalini, they start to astral travel, they start to get in other dimensions. That's at the third gateway. And then at the fourth gateway, you get dissolution, like all that you know up until that point falls away. And then you go over to the fifth gateway, you start getting sourced and anchoring, getting sourced from the void. You get sourced and anchored in the void, in the universal God, the all in all, the omnipotent. That's where you get anchored in the fifth gateway. And then you start to come back down the gateway. The sixth gateway of earth is earth love, human intimacy.
Right.
And you come on down. The seventh gateway is blessed ordinariness and participatory divinity. Right. And so like, okay, so I hang out over here a lot in the blessed ordinariness and the participatory divinity. Because you know when people say meditate, I can make anything that I'm doing, I can turn it into a meditation. That's the blessed ordinariness. I can find being blessed in the ordinary things. If I'm folding clothes, it becomes a meditation.
Exactly.
If I'm washing the dishes, it can become a meditation. Even if I'm washing myself, my body, it can become a meditation. So I get to participate in the divine every day.
Yes, for sure. Yep.
Right. And this right here had me be conscious of that, because I was just doing those things as that's just what I'm doing. But really, it's those are actually sacred moments. Right.
Yes, yes, yes.
Okay. So then it goes on to like, and so where we're talking about the universal God is also pure consciousness, the unknowable, the unnameable.
Right.
Right. The universal God is unconstructed, pure potential. It is the essence warehouse, the divine matrix out of which all manifest form emerges. Here is a tip. The void is your key to the fourth rung, the universal God. So the void is really being willing to step into the unknown, and we have been programmed to not to like the unknown.
Yes, 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 exactly. Because we want to be more sure of everything, you know.
Yeah, we got to know.
Yeah.
Right. So that's what my nervousness is about right now, because I got to move and I don't know.
Right.
And so
Exactly.
so my ego wants me to be like leery and afraid, but I have to go, no, that's not what's going on. And on this journey, that was what's been going on for so many times. But in the place that I am in right now, I had to get complete with, right? I've had 4 houses. Okay, do I deserve another one? Do you understand? And I had to really heal that. Like, of course I do.
Right.
I've had to heal that from right where I am right now. And so now I'm stepping out on, I'm healed, I'm whole, and I'm ready to go. Let's roll, God. I'm ready to roll out with God now.
You know, that's interesting you say that, because I'm thinking about my home now. And I'm like, you know, where do I go from here? You know, and I'm thinking I want me a house with a helipad. You know, we're going to travel the world, you know, the country at least. You know, trying to heal people from this mental illness, but I want to expand the business too. So I'm like, I want a home with, you know, we flying in and flying out. You know what I mean? You better water still. I want to be better water, but I want to be able to fly home and land my helicopter. I mean, so I'm thinking a different way now, you know?
Yes. And that's the whole thing, because it's like, so let's really look at this a little bit, right? Your personal God and the universal God, right? Let's really look at those. The difference between your personal God and your universal God are great. You need both to consciously access your total anatomy. Your spirituality has an anatomy.
Yes.
And that's what we're all messed up about, because we don't know our anatomy, our spiritual anatomy, how it works and where to go when it needs to be fixed or corrected. That's the big issue. You know, we actually been trained to think that we got to suffer through something. We got to sacrifice something. And that's all lies, lies, lies. And it takes a minute to get over the lies. Right?
Yes.
So what I'm out for is to have access to our total spiritual anatomy. Right? Because it don't make no sense for your elbow to hurt and you put a Band-Aid on your knee.
Right, right. Exactly.
Right? It says, right? So it's like without the universal God, you become grandiose. Think you know something. We know a lot of those people who think they know something and don't really know. You risk having no humility or humanity. Without the healthy, that's really what's going on in the world around religion. Because everybody think their religion is the only way.
Right.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Right? Without the healthy limit on the unfathomable on universal God, you may try to play God while in the flesh, which people are over there doing right now, bombing up a whole place. But you know what though, y'all? That thing, what they doing over there in Israel right now, is not about that. It's about money.
Yeah.
Okay, so listen to this, you guys. Okay, I'm digressing a little bit, but we'll get back.
It's okay.
The
Preach
United States gives Israel $3 billion a year.
a year.
A year.
A year.
3 billion. Why are they giving Israel $3 billion a year? Because with Israel being situated where it is, it gives them access to the Middle East.
Oh, so that's what it's all about.
Yes.
Isn't that something? Oh my God.
It gives them access to the Middle East.
We can keep a
Otherwise, they
military
would have,
presence
because
there.
Iran, Iraq, all of them, they'd be like, hell no, get the fuck on.
Ah,
That's what the
okay.
whole thing is really, really, really all about. And China. You know, China back in the day used to have the Silk Road, where all their stuff went across this one line. How they travel, all their goods was across this one line.
Right.
China trying to reestablish it. But and in China reestablishing it, America gets cut off.
Whoa. And China has a nice presence in Africa right now.
Okay. But guess what? I just saw something the other day, how they got these maps set up. They got the map set up so it looked like Africa is the smallest country. Africa is the biggest country in the world.
Biggest in the world.
Africa is the biggest country in the world.
So true.
Yes.
This whole thing is like, I'm like, okay, like spiritually, it's like really, this is spiritual warfare. Like we don't even know that the level that it's being played.
Right. I agree.
Right? Because right now, Israel, because we never really know what's going on universally. It's 4 ports over there off of Israel. They done closed on all of the ports that the Palestinians were in control of. They done bombed those ports, and now there's only one port open, and that is the port in that goes to Israel. Oh yeah, China do want US. But see, this part about, because listen, it's the white man's need for greed.
Yeah.
What? Hey, wow.
Their need for greed.
Mm.
And they think that they can just go in countries, because you think they done killed, okay, the Hamas killed 1,400 people. Israel has killed
Thousands.
8,000.
Yes,
Most
thousands.
of Israel has killed 8,000 people, and most of them babies
Yes,
and
yes.
children.
And the news, you know, the way the news projects it is like no big deal. They don't even accept that it's been over 8,000 people. You don't even hear that much about that.
No.
It's all about Israel.
No.
It's ridiculous.
Yes. It's got me a little livid.
Yeah, I don't blame you.
Yes, I'm a little livid, and it's like, okay, got to bring some peace to this. But that's why we're talking about this universal God, because without the universal God, you become grandiose. You actually think you God.
Exactly.
You may try to impose your personal, you impose your personal God on others.
Mm.
Well, I just wanted to share that America. Africa is the largest continent.
I know,
Yeah.
that's what I did. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Yeah, that's exactly what I'm saying.
Mm-hmm. And the
It's
maps
larger
don't
than,
reflect that. The maps
no, the
don't
maps do
reflect
not
that
reflect that.
because they don't want you to know.
No, they don't want you
Yeah.
to. No. Because now China is getting their turn at bilking Africa. But the Africans, they coming alive.
Yeah, they stepping up.
Yeah.
Okay. Okay. It
And
says,
also,
In progress. Okay, now.
so when you start to impose your personal God on people, it becomes a militant ideology. You become a terrorist. This
yeah.
is what my teacher's saying. When you impose your personal God on other people, that becomes a militant ideology, and you become like terrorists.
Mm-hmm.
Mhm.
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
Imposing your personal God value system on other people.
Mhm.
Without the universal God, you could calcify and become rigid rather than remaining open to the great mystery of life.
Mm.
Okay. Okay.
I'm taking a
I
deep
see
breath right
that.
now, opening myself up, because it's way bigger beyond. See, because the Course of Miracles teaches God did not create war. It is not real.
Yes. Yes.
Okay, so then if it's not real, then it is ego run amok.
Wow.
Ooh. He go on steroids.
Exactly.
Look.
Okay, but now this really gets deep for me too. Because, okay, God, I hear you, God. Okay, God. Wait, here go spirit down. This is what I want you to talk about. Because then it becomes deep to me, because then the work that we're doing becomes even more critical, because how do we stop ego from being on steroids? Handle our own.
Yes.
Ooh.
Yes.
Right.
Mm-hmm.
Right.
Stop
Little
acting like yours
semi-pro.
has some power over you. It does not. It's an illusion. It's not real.
All right. Receive that. Yes.
Yes. Yes.
So the work. So I'm gonna tell you something about that dude. That dude lit a fire in me, because he lit a fire in me because everything I'm saying, he's saying.
Mm-hmm.
And so I'm over here. Sometimes I feel like I'm an island by myself.
But you not.
Right. But I really get that I'm not. I'm getting that I'm not now.
Right. Right.
Right. I'm really getting, like he said, everything I'm saying, he's saying, okay, what you're saying is really important. So pay attention to what you're saying. I'm like, pay attention to what you letting go in your ear gate, and what you let coming across your consciousness. Pay attention. I was like, that's what I'm saying too. That's what come. I was like, oh no, yes, he
That's
is.
right.
He got me geek adjusted. Tuesday, because I was like, what? And so it really affirms me that I can go harder on what I'm going on, because I've been like, okay, be nice. You want people to like you. I don't care whether you like me anymore or not, because we go either deal with the truth or we're not.
Mm-hmm.
Right.
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 Right. And so it says, on the other hand, without a personal God, earthly life will be valueless, and without personal meaning, you risk having no conscience, no credo. So you need the personal God so you can have a compass. The job of your personal God is to parent, to nurture, and to guide you. Your personal God humbles you to the heroic journey of what it takes to be a human being. It does take something to be a human being. You got to fight through some things from the moment you're born. Right? From the moment you're born. Because guess what? We're born into something.
Yeah. Yeah.
You're born into it. But even before that, because my spirit's telling me, yeah, you're born into it, but you chose it.
Now that's the key point. That's a good point. Yeah, right. I chose it.
But people don't teach us that we're chosen.
Right. That we chose it, right.
Right. People, we're not taught that. right? And so we actually start to go through life thinking something's wrong with us.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, the lesson for today in
Easier to
ours
blame
is
someone else, you know, it's not on me. I want to blame my mama or my daddy or whoever, you know.
Exactly. Some people still 50, 60 years old, still blaming their mama and daddy.
Right.
Tecreshia, you was trying to say something?
yeah, our lesson for today is I invented the world I see.
I invented the world I see. That's a
Nice,
lesson.
Tecreshia. That's
I
right.
invented the world I see. If you really
Mm-hmm.
if you really start to really deal with that, if you really start to really deal with everything that you're looking at in your life, you invented it.
Yeah.
Right.
Woo!
Right.
Right.
Right,
And so,
Evelyn.
so the practice was to look around whatever room you was in, right? So I looked around my bedroom, and I can't come on camera right now, Queen, to do that. I'm getting ready for an interview, and I saw how I wasn't finished cleaning my room.
Mm-hmm.
20 minutes, I got up and everything is right where it's supposed to be
Oh,
because I did the practice.
Yeah.
okay, okay.
And I know it's a made up saying, but it's very true. Cleanliness is next to godliness.
Yes, it's the clearing.
Yes.
Yes, it is the
And
clearing.
it talks about your inside in it as well. So my inside world it matches my outside world. So what am I thinking about? What's the clutter in my mind?
Yeah.
So I had to clear that clutter up off my dresser and cleared off the clutter next to my bed and cleared up my mind.
Yes.
Yes, yes.
Right. Right. And so, I'm gonna tell you something. So it's funny how these conversations come up, and then I was looking at some YouTube, and it's talked about the 10 things you need to do to clear your space or clear something. I'll find it. But anyway, it was talking about, first of all, it's talking about clothes, old clothes you don't wear no more, how they bring your vibration down. Having clutter around you, that brings your vibration down. Having old makeup and old beauty products that you don't use, that bring your vibration down. Raggedy underwear and pajamas and all that bring your vibration down.
Oh, Lord.
Like he was just
Tell
going
my
through
daughter that.
right. I'm gonna
I
tell you
feel
that
like
hurt
this.
that.
I'm going,
I'm,
Got two.
I know.
You got got two gowns she will not get rid of. I'm like,
Wait a minute. Out of that conversation, I went and bought me some new jammies. I did. I was like, no, because listen, I got some pajama. I got some pajama pants that was my daddy's, right? And because it was my daddy's, I kept them. But girl, now I'm looking at them going, no. Right, right. You say you a diva, really? So my
Girl,
spirit
you better
said,
take a piece of that fabric and put it on your altar and call it a day.
well, actually, what I'm gonna do is I got about 4 pairs of them. I'm gonna
Oh
take
my
them
goodness.
and in squares, and I'm gonna make me a little pillow.
Oh, that's sweet.
And then the rest I'm gonna throw away. Yeah. It's like, cause I'm done with that, right? It's like, why are you holding on to this? I don't
That's
understand.
repurpose then.
Yes, and that way, I'll keep it. So like that. So
That sounds good.
so this is the part 2. Let's keep reading this. It says your job, so your personal God is to guide you, right? And for us to really, really get that, we are, as a human being, we are on a heroic journey, because this is the deal with all gladiators. Ain't nobody getting out of here alive.
True.
Right?
Wait
So
a second.
without a healthy personal God, you become a spiritual escapist, thinking heaven is all that counts and earth is a wasteland. Your personal God keeps you in touch with the beauty here, the extreme beauty that's here. It keeps you open, grateful, and compassionate toward others and yourself. Your personal God helps you to integrate heaven and earth, not polarize them in judgmental rigidity, favoring one over the other. I'm telling you, one of the biggest things that I've done in the last 4 months is start to really be a hall monitor for my mind and judgment, walking up and down my aisles.
Ooh,
I
I
like that. Say that again.
Right? I am the hall monitor.
Oh,
in my mind
Mhm.
for judgment that walks freely in and out of my aisles of my mind. No, you don't get to live here anymore like you belong.
Mm.
Right. Right.
Preach,
Like you're
Ray,
just part of the
preach.
conversation. No. And then out of reading A Course in Miracles, I worked on it for 3 months, still working on it because I got to stay guard. Because, yesterday I had to put Michael at my gate. Okay. Yeah. Oh, see, y'all just cutting up today. Michael, I need you to come and watch my gate, my ear gate, so nothing can come in but only things that are of God, of the highest vibration. Right. And then my day could settle down. Right. So,
Wow.
but then in reading A Course in Miracles, and they start talking about the last judgment and how life will open up for you. Well, what the Bible say? Judge so that you will not be judged. You judge people, so guess what's gonna happen? You gonna be judged.
That's right.
So stop judging, and then when somebody comes say something to you, you got an attitude. Well, you've been judging all along,
Mm.
right? So it's like, oh well, damn. But then it starts talking about the last judgment and what becomes available. Well, what's the last judgment? When you stop judging for the last time, no more judging.
Right. Right.
Mm.
Exactly.
And the playing field gets wide open. Like the angels come down. No judging, no
Right.
judging
Right.
zone. It's like, wow, that's what the last judgment means. When each and every one of us make a determination that no judging.
No judging.
Mm.
No judgment zone. That's right.
That's total acceptance.
It is.
It is.
Mm. Well, I know I've been looking at
Mm.
that judging thing when it happens, when I see myself doing it,
Mm-hmm.
not only to other people, but myself.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I've really been watching that, and I'm seeing it really is not beneficial.
Mm-mm. No.
It is
Mm-mm.
not. Yeah.
No.
Yeah.
No. No.
Mm.
Mm-mm. Mm-mm. And my judgment is so I don't even know what the word is I want to call it, because I'd be like, God, you mean you don't really want me to say nothing about that? Because that's out of order.
Mhm.
But no, it's not for me to say something about everything unless I'm divinely guided to do something. Then it is. It
Mhm.
says global. So let's keep going with this because it's right where we are. Global wars are in the hands of the universal God. The person saying, whose God will win the war, ours or theirs, is stuck on the third ring of the God ladder. The us God, the US God and the Islamic God are both personal gods operating out of their own religious beliefs. Global wars are decided by the fourth ring, the impersonal universal gods. Perhaps you see the contrast between the realms, the earthly realm and the divine, the relative and the absolute, the formed and the formless, the limited and the infinite. By definition, the earthly realm is polarized, bounded, and flawed. The divine realm is limitless, boundless, universe, infinite, perfect, and eternal. It is important not to confuse your earthly realm with the divine realm. That's powerful, y'all.
Mm.
You got to know what realm you in, and you got to know how to get up to the higher realms and how to stay there, because that's what the whole game is. So really what this is really, oh, okay, I see you, Mama Hat. Okay, Mama Hat be writing stuff. She don't be saying nothing.
Right, right.
Girl, I gotta stop. Wait a minute, I gotta stop.
What she's saying.
Girl, listen. Wait a minute. Don't write me nothing else in this chat. You better come on here and say something. Nah, I can't. How I'm gonna read and teach at the same time? What kind of shit?
Right. You're supposed to ignore it and keep going. I'm
I
sorry.
know, but it's
But
what
I
you got
wanted
to.
to share.
But what you got to say is important. So how can I ignore it? What the
Well,
heck?
I'm saying we do the comeback because I want to write it so I won't forget it. I guess I shouldn't hit the play until it's time. But
Oh, okay. Because
I
I be
wanted
trying
to
to
bring
hear.
it up. I'll be late. I typed takes me too long to type to stay with the thing, and then you move on, and so now I'm late with the response.
Oh, gotcha. Well, just come on and say what you got to say, okay, boo?
I was just saying that reminds me of the Chronos and the Chronos and the Chromos time. The one is
Okay.
spiritual and one is physical. Like
Yeah.
reminded me of what you
Yeah,
were
one
talking
is infinite and one is
Yeah.
regular. Gotcha.
Yeah.
All right, I'm with you, right?
right.
So, all right. To be human is to marry the earthly and the divine in your life.
Mm.
Advanced spirituality requires that you grow large enough to contain the opposites of the earthly and the divine realms. You got to be able to hold both. My teacher teaches that enlightenment is being able to walk on that line of the earthly and the heavenly.
Mm-hmm.
Because we live in both. So you got to be able to know how to operate in both, right? The lower and upper rungs of your God ladder are opposites. They operate by completely different rules. And that's how come Ezesis' thing is learn the game, right? Play the game, love the game, and then win the game.
Mm-hmm.
But you got to learn the game. And most of us don't go deep enough in learning the game.
Right.
Because it's an earthly game and it's a heavenly game, and you got to play both.
So Rev, it was learn the game, play the game,
love the game, win the game.
Oh, love and then win.
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm.
Right. They operated with completely different rules. The definition of health in the divine world, the definition of health. I need my glasses. I'm like, I swear, I be trying to swear I don't need no glasses, but then all of a sudden the words start running together. It's like, where's the glasses going? Things start running together. It says the lower and upper rungs of your God ladder are opposites. They operate by completely different rules. The definition of health in the divine worlds is selflessness and boundlessness. Oh, that's deep. Selflessness and boundlessness. By contrast, the definition of health in the earthly realms demands healthy boundaries and a strong sense of self. I just heard something. Okay, this is what I heard from that. It's funny. Okay, God. Okay, God. I see you, God. I see you. Okay. So I think I asked these one time about boundaries, and she was like, "What do you mean by boundaries? There are no boundaries." I was like, "Yeah, it's boundaries." And she was like, okay, tell me what's the boundary, right? But if you read this right here, what I just said, it says the definition of divine is selfless and boundless. Boundless. There are no bounds in spirit. That's why she's saying ain't no bounds. What are you talking about? And it's because that's where Aziz hangs out. She hangs out in the fifth dimension, the fifth realm of thinking. So in her thinking, there are no boundaries because boundaries are on the earthly realm. You have a boundary, you cross the boundary with me. Well, that's on the earthly realm. Because in the heavenly realm, there are no bounds. It's all wide open.
How are we supposed to keep this together? How are we supposed to keep it together when it's divine and when it's earth?
That's why you got to know the rules.
Right.
That's why you got to know the rules.
Mm-hmm.
You got to know the rules.
We have so much conflict because some people are operating in the divine area and other people are. In a day, I might be divine and then I might switch back to the earthly.
That's what the God ladder has been all about, you guys. So you know that you're going up and down the God ladder all day, and you got to be able to know where to locate where you are, and other people are on the God ladder. Because if you in the heavenly realm and they in the earthly realm, y'all not go quite fit.
Cut the conversation. You don't need to be talking to them.
Okay. If you're talking about okay, so if you inside of wisdom and love and they caught up in their emotional feelings, y'all ain't go hit.
That's when they trying to that's pulling you, that's you stepping back down off that ladder. You're supposed to keep go up.
Yeah, right. But the thing about, okay, but this is the thing about spirituality too. You have to meet people where they
Where
are.
they are.
Right.
You gotta
That's
meet
why
people where they are.
I was just about to say that. Just be with them.
Yeah.
Don't go there.
Right.
Look at it like you checking out the sun or the trees or something. Like you
Come
watching.
on up here. Let's go sit outside. Let's go sit
You know,
outside.
just let them. You know, they need somebody to hear what they saying.
Yeah,
Yes.
just listen.
And then we take it and lay it on the altar.
Right.
Right.
Because we want to help fix. Because I know sometimes with the conversations that I have with people, I told one person, I said, listen, I'm gonna let you. I want you to get it out what you got going on, but unless we talking about solutions, I'm not gonna be able to. We're not gonna be able to do it 2-3 times.
Oh yeah, I have to do that with people a lot in the conversation I'm in. I have to do it with a lot. Okay, so it's like even right now as my ministry grows, because what somebody said to me the other day, and I'm not listening to that. Like I say to people, I'm a teacher and I'm also the student. I'm a teacher and a student, right? Yes, I am learning as I go, but you got to know about me. I'm a mofo about what I'm learning. That's why God gave me the job, because he know I would read every freaking book. If show it to me, I'm gonna read it. If it got truth in it, right? And that's how I got the job, right? Because like right now, and listen, I need y'all to tell me. I got my books. No, somebody said no, you got a library, and I do.
Yeah, that's true. That's true.
Right, and so then come into the understanding of this, because it says, by contrast, the definition of health in the earthly realms is healthy boundaries and a strong sense of self. So you gotta this is so deep, y'all. To have boundaries and a strong sense of self, you gotta have that before you can become boundless and unlimited and selfishness.
So you're saying you gotta have boundaries to become boundless?
Yes.
So you got to know what it is to break through it, right?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes, that's exactly what I'm saying. The other part about spirituality that we don't really deal with is that it is a paradox.
Spiritual lens, paradox.
I don't know what a paradox is.
To know that you are in 2 realms at one time.
Oh.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, I'm living a paradox. I'm living your paradox.
We are living in a paradox. And we how to live in both worlds at the same time. It's a paradox.
Oh, Lord.
Yes.
What's that? It's a spiritual quote, to be so heavenly something that you know earthly good. What's that scripture?
Oh.
What's that one?
Minded.
Huh?
Don't be so heavenly minded that you're no earthly good.
Okay. Which they talked about up here. It's when people are so spiritual you can't even talk to them.
Right.
Yeah, they saying heaven. They saying heaven is it, so earth don't have no purpose.
Right.
That's what you were saying earlier.
Right. That's it. So thank you, Tecreshia. Right?
Oh, I was listening.
Okay. So our job is to become large enough to grow ourselves that we can hold both realms.
Yes.
And the very prospect of simultaneously embracing both earthly and divine worlds can be crazy making for some people.
Yeah.
Like Mama Head was like, how you do that? Well, it was like, yeah. That's where the God ladder comes in. Here, you can hear, she said, play the Long Ranger overture right here. Da, 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 da.
Do people know what the Long Ranger?
No. Okay. The God ladder is a paradox manager. It helps you contain and manage the opposites that coexist inside of you. DJ, you had a question?
Yes, I not a question, a comment. First of all, and say thank you, Reverend Omani, for involved in just going here today, because this is exactly what I wanted to know more about.
Yeah,
to live in both worlds, because I want to go spiritual, but I know I still have to be earthly. You know, that's why I work with both of them.
Yes.
gonna be good. The guide letter is great.
Yes, thank you. I'm glad I could give it to you.
Thanks.
Listen, because this is what it's saying, speaking to what you're speaking to, Gidra. If you only honor the upper story of your guide letter, you become a space cadet.
Okay. I can see that. I can see that.
With
All
no
right.
practical grounding. You be walking around dee 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 dee.
Right,
Okay.
right,
Oh,
right.
that's happened. Oh, that happened. I didn't even know.
Right, a space cadet. You're
On
right.
the other hand, if you only honor the lower story of your God ladder, you become a cynical materialist chasing the money god.
There you go. I can see that too. Yep.
The God ladder teaches you to honor both realms in
Wonderful.
appropriate ways.
Yes, yes, yes.
That's why it's these bowl, movies, concerts, all that type of stuff. And I had a real good time in the heavenly realm yesterday. And what I did at before I went to bed, or like I did my reading, whatnot, I watched me a comedy movie.
Mm-hmm.
And it was so funny. And I just went on to sleep. I was like, all right, God, thank you for the humor of the earthly realm.
Exactly. I want to know, when can we hear Aziz too? I would love to hear her talk about anything.
Hey, wait a minute. I think Aziz might be on YouTube.
Oh, really? Okay.
I don't know. Because Aziz, I don't know. Aziz is on something different, but I think she might be.
Okay. She sounds powerful.
She is super powerful.
You know, Rev, what when he talked yesterday, what I thought was really amazing is when he talked about Trump.
Yes.
We talked about that.
Hey, wait a minute. Hold on. Carolyn, Aziz, look under Carolyn, Carolyn, Fuqua, Fuqua. A lot of her stuff is on here.
Okay, thank you. Thank you.
Mm-hmm. All right, go ahead, Queen.
Just what he was saying about, like, this is how I heard it. Trump has a purpose.
Yes.
But in an assignment during this, but the parents did not know that, didn't
Right.
as parents to mold him.
Yes.
So he's not sporadic and crazy.
Yes.
And all that kind of stuff. And that's our job as we bring people in, bring babies forth.
Yes.
And, just that, I thought that was really profound, because our job as parents is way more than what we think it is. And we're not connected and we bring forth, then we don't know that.
Exactly.
Well, okay, so it's that too, but it's also being willing as a parent to break away from how your parents parented you. Because most of parents parent how their parents parented them. Right. And these are some new kind of kids. That kind of parenting don't quite work.
No,
Right.
And when you start to honor the kids, like, okay, so they got one here. His name is George. They can't make him do shit he don't want to do.
Right.
His daddy, he frustrates his daddy so bad. Isn't it because he be trying to make them and you go. Nothing happened. But when his mom come in and negotiate with him and talk to him and see him to see that it could be, then he'll become, but trying to make that Libra do something, you hard pressed, because he's not.
Right.
And so you got to know how your kids are. That's one thing I have to acknowledge her for, because the daughter is easy, but he is not. If he's having a tantrum, you got to let him tantrum it out until it's done. And then so you could be in the middle of the airport, but if he's having a tantrum, you got to let him go through it, wait for him to go through it, and then go. Because other trying to make him.
Wait for Mama Evelyn.
You know what? I think parents forget that they were children once sometimes. And, some of these things that are showing up are the thing, some of that DNA that they donated is in there. I think we forget. And you don't learn how to parent until you become a parent.
Exactly.
I thought the other thing that he said was he was talking about the cave. And that they were in a cave,
Mm-hmm.
and what they learned being in a cave is
Mm-hmm.
why they are like they are now.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Did he say we put them there? Did he say we put them there? So I was like, uh-oh. Yeah,
He
it's
did.
no separation in the division, you know. They're
Mm-hmm.
all
Yeah. Well,
of
if you really get it, that how they doing the world
America.
right now is how they've always done the world. Saw land, took their might, and went over and conquered the land and took the land from the people who was on the land.
Yep.
Somebody, people, you know, like some people on there talk about, you know, the Israelis and that's their land. How you gonna go to somebody's house and go, this is my house now, and you got to go?
Exactly.
That's horrible.
And
they've
they don't.
been doing that. The
I-
US has been doing that all over the world.
Okay, yes, and guess what though? But it's all got to do with money. But it's gonna cause a downfall, and it ain't gonna be about the money.
Yeah.
Right. And their
Yeah.
money ain't got nothing to do with it.
No,
But
the
you
money
know,
ain't gonna.
when they were fighting in Iraq, we got a map and looked at it and realized that it was the waterways for the money to ship in and
Exactly.
out. It was the waterways that was there that they
I
wanted
just
to
told y'all that, right?
Mm,
I just shared that with them, Mama Head. That's what the whole war over there is about right now.
Yep.
money.
in the
Now,
Ukraine. I think there's a
listen, the guy,
biotechnology lab.
I'll put it in our thing. The guy over there, he not Netanyahu, just was at the UN telling them what he was about to do.
Right.
He just went there and said he drew the line.
Look at this. And the Ukraine, I think Haru said there's some biotechnology lab.
Yes, Ukraine. Listen,
Yeah,
Ukraine got the biggest oil factory underneath his land. That's why they fighting for Ukraine.
Dang.
And the some
That's
bio
why.
lab
That's
too.
why they fighting for Ukraine.
Yep. It ain't
And,
what
Mm,
we think it is.
no, it's not. No, it's not. They talk
They
about
not.
it's for democracy. They lying, but that's a come America's democracy is in peril right now because
that's
Yeah.
right.
that fool that they got in there for the House Speaker of the House,
Lord. Yep.
he ain't right. And guess what? These fools gonna be in charge when it comes time for the election. Now they done showed you they will steal it, and they
Yeah.
setting themselves up to steal it for real the next time. Come
Mhm.
on, y'all better quit playing and pay attention. But let me go back to the God's
Yes.
cosmic strobe light. Let's get inside the light of God, ladies.
Hey, Rev, if you don't mind putting her name in the chat so I can try to Miss
Okay,
Folkwa.
Carolyn.
I'll do it for you.
Yes.
Okay, thank you,
Okay.
Tecreshia. Okay.
Y'all on fire this morning.
Oh,
I usually have somewhere to be. I said, no, something said, get up on this call today.
Let me
Okay,
see.
so y'all listen to this for a minute. This is really deep because we only got a few more minutes left, right? So it says this talks about God's cosmic strobe light. Imagine your first trip down your God ladder into the gravity entrapped light of your physical body and the earthly world. So God took your light and stuffed it in your body. That's funny. That's funny. I could actually see that like a conveyor belt. It says, imagine your first trip down your God ladder. Now you up there with God, and God sends you down the ladder into the gravity entrapped light of your physical body and the earthly realm. He just scoots some light into you. There's your light. Okay. Right. Someday there'll be a cosmic camera identifying all the stations of your God ladder as you make the descent into matter. You travel from the fertile void to the eternal G spot, God spot, into your personal God, into your mind, and then into your physical body.
One more time, Rev.
Okay, good. You travel from the fertile void, the nothingness, to the eternal G spot, to eternal God spot. And then from your God spot, you go to your personal God. You choose which personal God you want to serve. And then you go into your mind. And then you go into your physical body. You make the same journey in reverse at death and in sleep.
Sleep too. Okay.
Oh yeah, because sleep is just little deaths.
Uh-oh.
That's why I don't want to go to bed.
I think I think that's some of it. Because wait a minute. Wait,
Can you make it make
wait,
sense?
wait. I'm gonna tell you something. That's in there. You gotta really take a look at that, right? Because when my dad was getting close to his transition, right, I would always be worried that he would die in his sleep. And I'd be like always checking on him to make sure he was, and my spirit was like, don't you know he can die standing up?
Right.
Right.
That's
When
pretty
I get
real.
when I get ready for him, he come and they sleep. But you know what? Do you know my dad went to sleep on my dad was on the toilet. He
Oh,
didn't he
wow.
wasn't on the toilet. He was at the sink getting ready and he just started having something. He was throwing up something, blood, because the blood, I could see I was CI. I could see how the blood splattered across the wall.
Uh-huh.
And then when it splattered across the wall, he just sat down on the toilet
Yeah.
and died. So my dad died on the throne.
Okay, all
I
right.
was like, look at my father done died on the throne. I was like, Daddy, so what? You gonna have jokes all the way to the end? So in Buddhism, it teaches that when someone dies, they can hear for 3 hours after they're dead,
Oh, wow. Okay.
right? So I was just talking to my dad, and it's like so funny because they didn't come get him until those 3 hours were up.
Okay.
Mhm.
Right. But because I was talking, I would pray. I was like, my daddy going, I would go pray. And then I would go talk to him, because I knew he could hear me. Right. And I would go talk to him and just like, oh my God. And I cleaned him up a little bit. And I'm like, dang, and my father, 1, 2, 3, 4 steps away from me, I'm listening for him in the bathroom because sometimes he would need help.
Right.
I didn't hear nothing. I didn't hear a thump. I didn't hear a thud. All I heard was the shower water running. And I was
Okay.
like, dang, he taking a long shower. I'm
Mm.
like, something wrong. And that's when I went in there because the shower was too long.
Yes.
Right. So that, I don't even know why I started talking about that, but
Mm.
how it's in your sleep, right? So
Right.
like I was afraid of that. In fact, you run up and down your God ladder all day and all night. The journey from matter into the void and back is God's cosmic strobe light. Call it your human life.
Mm.
You go up and down the God ladder all day.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so it says, I'm gonna just say this last part and then we'll be complete for today.
Okay. Okay.
Okay, quantum science has taken the journey into matter. It turns out matter is 99% empty space.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
That's that void again. And so
Yeah.
that's the thing that we had talked about last week. You see the thing, but the thing is to notice the space around the thing.
Yeah.
Right? So that's what quantum science has been about. It says there's that void again. If you take a magical mystery tour inside an atom of solid matter, finding the solid matter is like going inside the Houston Astrodome, going down to the 50-yard line, parting the grass and looking for a grain of salt. If you continue your journey inside the grain of salt, examining the nature of solid matter, you discover a strobe light flashing off and on. The solid matter continuously dissolves into the void and reemerges out of the void. The same is true of your body, your mind, and your spirit. You are continuously flashing off and on, moving up and down your God ladder, in and out of the void, many times in a second. You are God's continuous strobe light.
That's profound. That is
Okay.
So I'm going to say this, and then we'll talk about this later because it's the fertile void. The God ladder helps you become conscious of your true nature and your relationship with the fertile void. Emptiness is a key to your intimacy with the universal God.
Ooh-wee.
Emptiness.
Mhm.
You can't have
Intimate.
all that going on.
Mm.
Exactly.
Okay, so let's just talk about this. This is the last thing for sure. Consider the unique qualities of the void. Okay, because we need both, right? Emptiness is a key to your intimacy with the universal God, which is the void. The void is in all things. Therefore, the void is omnipresent. Because the void is in all things, the void has knowledge of all that is. Thus, it is omnipotent. Knowledge is power, so the void is omnipotent. The three qualities of the universal God are omnipresence, omniscience, and omnipotence. The void is a powerful ally for you. This God letter helps you to make friends with the void, because that's where all the action is.
Is the
And we
void the creator?
and we trying to hold down the stuff, and the stuff ain't the thing. It's the emptiness, it's the void, because that's where all creation is happening.
Okay. So is that the
That's where all creation is happening. And the omniscience, omnipotent, when you are connected to all the power, that's where all your creativity is coming from. And that's why you got to be empty, because the emptier you are, the more downloads you get.
You got that, Mama Het? I can see you processing.
Yeah, I'm writing all these words, the omnipresence, omnipotence, and the
Omniscience. Omniscience.
Omniscient.
OMNISCIENCN. Science.
Oh.
Omniscience.
Yeah, I'm processing.
Okay, that's it.
My little gears just turning. They just are turning. They just are turning.
Yeah.
You know, when you think you're losing your cookies, this is when that part is there. You know,
The emptiness. That's the emptiness. You got to empty out. You got to empty out to get something new in. You can't. Yeah, you can't do both. Okay, y'all. That's class for today.
Woo!
Woo-hoo.
Come on with it now.
Thank you.
You know, this needs to be taught in school. You know, I really this is, you know, this is what our babies need to be learning. This other stuff, these lies and whatever.
So all I'm gonna say to y'all to do today, when we get off this call, everybody put on your God glasses.
Mm-hmm.
And be the strobe light.
B, put on your God glasses, and B and C, only God.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
B and C, let's practice that today. That's gonna be our practice for today.
All right.
B and C, only God.
Look, this is our do now. You know how kids, when you go to school, they had a do now. You can't move on until you do your do now. Now you do it now.
Yeah, so that's what we're gonna take on for today. B and C, only God.
B and C, only God.
All right, y'all. That's all I got. Okay. Thank you.
Ooh-wee. I think I would have done so much better in this school than I did in the other. I know I did. I learned something that I could use for real.
Yeah, for real.
Right. That would be.
Need to learn this. We need to learn about this in kindergarten, but then we wouldn't.
How about that?
Yeah, because it seemed like from birth, if we were able to teach spiritual things to the babies from the beginning, because what we do is, as humans, we want to teach them away from that.
Right.
This is how you do. No, you don't cry. You do this. If you cry, I'm going to hit you, and all those things. Where if we were like what Baba said yesterday, be sensitive to know. I mean, that's just yeah.
Yeah. But you know,
let me tell you what Rashida said yesterday. She was saying that her daughter, when she was very young, said, "Ma, doesn't it say in the Bible that what Jesus did, we can do more?"
Yes.
She said, that's what her mom said, yeah. And she said, then why are people always begging Jesus when they didn't already told you can do more than what Jesus did? That's stupid.
Out of the mouths of babes. That's really something.
Well, I'm
Mhm.
gonna tell you something though. If you really, really get that, because I just really gotten that for myself
Mm-hmm.
in this last read when we read in the back of the book. Okay, so God done already gave us everything.
Mm-hmm.
So just like that baby said, why are we asking God for something when He done already gave you everything? Because God looking at us like, why are you asking me for that? You got that already. Just go do you.
Do your thing. Yeah.
Right. But what do we need to be asking God for? To enhance, bring forth our talents and gifts. Let me accept and appreciate my talents and gifts. Let me use my talents and gifts. Let me bring. We got our prayer in reverse.
Mm-hmm.
So, but is
Thankful
that
for what
for
you
us to
Being
express
thankful and
those?
grateful, huh?
Yeah, but that's our job part, because the other verse is what it said, God helps those who help themselves. Now you already, this has been established. We got to do the work, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Must do
So
work.
you know what your gifts are, or you'll find them. If you're
If you're seeking.
experiencing the world,
So
you'll find, oh, I'm good at this.
I'm gonna teach this class to y'all one day, okay? Because this is the deal. Okay, so because even when you say you got to do the work, right? I'm always left with, but what's the work there is for you to do?
Know and see God. Did we just that was
D and C only
D
God,
and C,
right?
okay.
Okay, but the work, see, because we think actually work is actually going out there and doing something.
Mm.
But that's us really putting our hand in the purse.
Yes.
That earth, that
Yes.
earth stuff. That's earth stuff.
Right. That is because listen, it's so deep. I'm gonna teach this class to y'all too one day, right?
Write it down so we can
Because,
reminder, y'all.
okay, good. Because it's just like this. What do God tell you to do? God tell you to be still and know that I am. So
Yes.
before you go to do the work, sit down and find out what work it is, what He wants you to do, rather than you going out there and doing the work that you want to do, because the work you want to do usually don't be working well.
Ashe.
Because you ain't asked Him in the first place.
Mm-hmm.
What is the work? You
Yeah.
ready to just let me go to work. Let me do something. And you go out
Figure
there
it
and do
out. I gotta figure it out.
I gotta figure it out.
and
That's
I
right.
gotta figure it out. That's enough. Get your hand out the purse.
But did I use the wrong term, or when
No, I know.
wait,
I'm just no, you
okay.
didn't use the wrong term, Mama Head. I'm just saying, look, you're a worker bee. You gotta nothing works, but I don't know. The thing is, you gotta do the work. What's the thing she just said?
Gotta do the
Do
work.
the work.
Yeah, you gotta do the work, but nothing, it's a Bible quote.
Oh, God helps those who help
To help themselves, you got to do the work. That's what you said. God help those who help themselves. You got to do the work. Well, when you say work to me, that's me going out and doing something that I don't even know if that is what God wants me to do. Because I ain't sat down and said, God, is that what you want me to do?
Hello. Wow.
Holy Spirit, is that the move I need to make?
Okay, but maybe the only reason why I said maybe I wanted to use a different word was go out and use my gifts. Maybe that's I think that's what I want.
No, you can use your gifts, but you have to ask the Holy Spirit first what gift you want me to use.
Okay. Oh yeah.
That's where we're making our mistake.
Yeah, you don't use the right gift, and you get in the whole tangle and entanglement, and there be a whole bunch of confusion, and you don't, and nothing's accomplished. Oh Lord, let me hold on a minute.
That's okay, because listen, I'm gonna say this to y'all again. You upgrade your phone, don't you? You upgrade, everybody got flat screen TV now, right?
Yeah.
Okay, your car get over 15 years old, you upgrade your car, right? Okay, I know y'all divas on here, y'all upgrade y'all hairdos regularly. Get them nails done, you upgrade. Okay. What we got to really do now is start to upgrade our conversations about our life.
Yes.
It's the same conversation we had 10 years ago, and it's requiring something new. Right now on the planet, a new thought system is being dropped down into the universe. If you really listen, there are a whole bunch of new words being said. Those words are going to be what's in the future of what we're going to be living into. But guess what? You got to change your conversation to keep up with the growth that's happening in the universe. So we got to upgrade what we're saying. So that's a come when Mama Head said, yeah, you got to do the work. Because everybody on here workaholic. Y'all need to do no
We
more work.
already, we working already.
Y'all done
Yeah.
work. Y'all done work.
Stop working and sit down and listen.
Okay, come
Listen to
on. And
instructions.
give God let God give you the download. Because guess what? I have been the living experiment of that.
Mm-hmm.
I have been the living experiment of that. I've been put in a position I only could do what God told me to do, because anything else I tried to do didn't work. Till I finally surrendered and went, okay, fine. I'm not moving till you tell me to move. It's just like today. I keep trying to get a class because that's my programming. But this morning I got on the call and said, well, y'all, I tried to get a class. I couldn't get no class. So I just got to get on here and what y'all want to talk about. That's what I said. But look how class turned out.
Yeah, that's right.
Because I have to keep surrendering over to God. And when I surrender over to God, then God not only feed me, feed a whole bunch of other people at the table.
There you go. To feed those fish. That's right.
Right. So that is the deal, y'all. And if the more of us can get in that mindset, Lakeisha, that's the vortex that you keep talking about. How do you get in the vortex? Right? Because if we really learn how to get in the vortex, it's a powerful thing. Because it'll be popping off for everybody. Because it's just like right now, I'm reading the Course of Miracles with the group. I know they're not really reading. Because what I done figured, I know how I know you're not really reading. How I know you're not really reading? Because when you read, you got miracles, your life is popping off.
Right.
My life be popping off. I'm like, what's happening with you? Do you see I got on the call like, what's happening with y'all? Because I got some shit going on. Because when you do the work, it be popping off. If you're not really reading and putting that stuff into practice, it does not be popping off. You don't have nothing to say.
Right.
But do the work and you come there, you be like, oh my God, let me tell you what happened. Okay, so don't play with me. All of y'all that's reading with me, don't play with me. I already know.
You already know.
I already know. Don't play with me. Because that's who God is in my life. When it ain't working, God will show me why it ain't working. God to show it to me. So
that's beautiful. Woo!
Okay, that's it, y'all. I'm done.
I love it.
Look at Tecreshia. She looking all nice, y'all. She going into work for a job interview. She going to the office.
Oh yeah.
Got her red lipstick on.
Yes, I like that view. You need to get a screenshot.
Yeah, you got that job, girl. You got that job.
Yeah.
Got it.
Thank you. Thank y'all so much.
All right. So wait a minute. So my question, let me clear her right quick. Okay. So who you gonna be going in here?
I'm gonna be God.
Oh, that's right, girl. Then go ahead. And just let us know how much you're making now.
That's all the conversation is. I know my worth, and I heard you say it today. He was like, "Hold on, you got me in Florida, and you said one number, and it ain't matching, because I ain't desperate."
No, I'm not. No. Right. And I want y'all to know right now, y'all egos will try to make you think you desperate. You're not. You are worthy. You are
and my
worthy.
worth is given by God, so can't no number even really be put on it.
Okay, we got that. That was in our read last night. Your worth is given to you by God. So anybody on here concerned about their worth and what they're capable of doing, that's some BS belief system. Because your worth has already been determined by God. So that's unlimited and boundless. So what the problem? What the problem, ladies? Y'all get me started. Y'all get me hyped up this morning. What? Ain't no problem. Lolly, you know your worth?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, Miss Star, you know your worth?
Yes.
Oh, wait, here go Star. Oh, hell no. Yeah, I better say yeah.
Oh, gosh.
All right, y'all. Queen and Donnie, close us out, girl, because we on the road today. We hyped up. We'll keep going.
I know, right.
Right. Thank you, God. Thank you, God. Thank you all for showing up. Awesome.
That was good stuff. Good stuff.
Oh, yes.
I mean, the weeks and stuff been just like, whoa. We're going into a whole nother
we are.
Yeah, we're stepping right on into that. And I just thank God for every single one of you and what you bring to your box. Give yourself a big hug, because y'all deserve a good, good popping and everything. And give the world a big hug. And bless today, my husband and I we're gonna walk prosperity today. We're gonna
walk it out.
Go and walk in stores and look at our new bed and test it all. Who was
Don't
that
forget
said-
to jump. Don't forget to
Yeah,
jump
I'm
in
gonna
it.
say somebody said to jump on the bed.
Oh, yeah. Okay.
Wait a minute, let's go, Lita. All right, we jumping on beds now. All right, okay, well, all right, listen, Lita. I'll roll with you. I'll roll.
Hey.
All right, you guys.
And then
Love
I'll
y'all.
remember all the wonderful getting together things in tonight. Because tonight it's about me.
Oh, Lord.
Everybody gonna be touched. And everybody's gonna be held. And everybody's gonna be loved. And everybody's gonna be heard.
And I shall surrender.
All right, y'all guys. Good job.
Look, perfectly.
y'all.
Perfectly.
I'm out of here.
Peace out.
Love y'all.
Bye, y'all. Good job today.